Regardless of our political views, we all know that liberals just love to play the race card. So, keeping that in mind, I want to show you a neat little trick. I'll present some quick facts to support my case that liberals love to play the race card, and you tell me if you can spot the con. I'll even give you a hint. Try to see at which point your opinion changes. Every time I pick up the Wall Street Journal or the National Review, there's some story about liberals and racial politics. Liberal politicians pander to black voters. Black people have had the same rights as everyone else in America for more than 50 years. Public school teachers teach divisive racial issues with an agenda. Boardrooms and corporate leadership are more diverse than ever before. Republicans were the ones that passed the Civil Rights Act. America provides more opportunity for the individual, any individual, than any other country in the history of the world. Okay, did you spot the con? Well, I said it was a trick, didn't I? The fact is, I'd already played the con before I started. Whether you realized it or not, you formed your opinion as soon as I said, we all know that liberals just love to play the race card. Because, as any good con artist knows, when it comes to politics and religion, we make our decisions based on emotion, and we do it almost instantly. This is the compelling observation psychologist Jonathan Haidt makes in his book, The Righteous Mind: Why Good People Are Divided by Politics and Religion. Haidt says that reasoning is something that happens only after we've chosen a side. None of us use logic and reason like a scientist, weighing the evidence carefully to determine an objective truth.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the audience.
Instead, we gather evidence like an attorney preparing for a trial.
So you were just trying to help out a friend
Who was frightened?
who was scared of what was happening to her.
No,
And
he
when you're
wasn't.
scared, what?
Zeroing in on that which will most effectively make our case.
Objection, Your Honor.
What?
He's leading the witness.
Sustained.
Give me a break. We're both lawyers.
But our emotions don't just influence our thoughts, they control how we think, framing our entire thought process from start to finish. If, on a gut level, you agree with the phrase, liberals just love to play the race card, your emotions direct your brain to ask itself, can I believe this? Only then does your brain apply logic, sifting through everything I say, looking for facts to agree with. There are more black leaders than ever before. Hello, Barack Obama. Liberal politicians do pander to black voters. All Americans do have equal rights under the law. And of course, America is the freest country on earth. Just a handful of facts picked from all available data is enough to answer the question, can I believe this, in the affirmative, which is a much lower threshold than asking, is this true? On the other hand, if your emotions don't like the suggestion that liberals just love to play the race card, they will send your brain a different question. Must I believe this? You sift and sort through the exact same data, seizing on any facts that let you answer no. Teachers discuss racism in a way that is historically accurate. The South turned red because of civil rights. The Wall Street Journal and National Review are conservative media outlets. Even a few facts let you answer the question, must I believe this, with an emphatic no. Your emotions are more than happy to clear this low bar and to skip asking your brain the much more difficult question of, is this true? So who's right? Everybody. Because while each of us is occasionally wrong on some facts, we are always 100% right about how we feel. And when it comes to how we feel, almost nothing is as triggering as the subject of racism. But with can I or must I, your brain can make firm decisions, free of doubt, which relieves the anxiety provoked by the original statement. And that's all your emotions really want anyway, to have your brain investigate and relay the message that everything's fine. That's how our bodies are hardwired for survival. 100,000 years of human evolution have made us all the perfect marks. Remember, a con artist always has the upper hand, because they intentionally trigger you, then stand ready with the facts you're looking for. Your brain will seize on those facts to build its case, and even allow them to step in and corroborate your feelings with a trusted opinion. And just like that, you've been conned. So, can we resist the con? Yes, but it's harder than it looks, because the irony is that the more confident you are in your ability to think logically, the more susceptible you are to being conned. Still, there are a couple of things you can do. First off, watch out for strong feelings in reaction to political or religious stories. Take a moment to consider who provoked the emotional response in you, and watch what ideas or suggestions they convey next. Do they have a vested interest in your response? A more powerful tool is to flip the script. If you hear something you strongly disagree with, rather than letting your brain get away with asking, "Must I believe this?" take a moment to look at things with fresh eyes and ask, "Can I believe this?" instead. With a bit of effort, you'll become much more aware of the ways that outside forces manipulate you. More importantly, it might allow you to see things from another perspective, and perhaps offer a little insight into the hearts of those you disagree with.